Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll start the session. So this is week 8 of the sample problems. So this course is Applied Environmental Microbiology, and this course is being offered by NPTEL. My name is Mansi Tripathi. I am PMRF research scholar in the Department of Civil Engineering from IIT Madras. So I'll be taking this course for the solving of doubts. So we'll start with first question. So the first question is, which of the following type of reactor are associated with rivers? What kind of reactors are associated with rivers? So you can give the answer in the chat box. Plug flow, completely mixed, packed bed or fluidized bed? So the answer for this is plug flow. So what is plug flow? So when we talk about river, so this is plug flow reactor. What is plug flow reactor? In plug flow reactor, it is in one direction. So let's say the water is or anything is coming in this direction. So this is plug flow reactor. So whatever mixing happens only in the cross section. So the concentration of any pollutant or anything is uniform in the cross section. What the concentration of pollutant here, let us assume, is C. In the other place, other side, it will be something different, C1. Other section, it will be C2. So the concentration will not be similar in all the cross sections. So this kind of reactor is called plug flow, but the concentration will be similar in the cross section. Like whatever concentration here, if in this area concentration is X, so here also the concentration will be X. In this side also concentration will be X. In between also concentration will be X. But at different cross sections, the concentration will be different. In these two areas, concentration will not be similar. So this kind of reactor is called plug flow reactor. So river flows in one direction. So for example, let us talk about Ganga river. When it is coming from Haridwar, let's say this is Haridwar. So the concentration of pollutant will be very less. But by the time it reaches Kanpur, so what happens? The concentration of the pollutant will be very high. So here we can say the concentration of pollutant at Haridwar and Kanpur will not be similar. So such kind of reactors are called plug flow reactors. Next reactor is completely mixed. So completely mixed reactor are this kind of reactor, and everything is completely mixed. As the name suggests, it is completely mixed. Flow is coming from the one direction and other side flow is going out. So whatever the concentration is here at this point will be similar at this point, will be similar at this point, will be similar at this point. Whatever point you take, the concentration will be very similar. And the concentration, like the coming concentration was C, inside the concentration is C1, and the similar concentration will go out, C1. So this is completely mixed. Next is packed bed. So packed bed is reactor is like just take a open-ended utensil and fill it with sand, completely fill it with sand, and filter the water from one side and collect from the other side. This kind of reactor is packed bed reactor. When the sand particle or whatever the filter material you are using is not moving, that kind of reactor are called packed bed. Similarly, it's the same kind of reactor. Okay, so here we are filling it here with sand. So let's say till height h it is filled. We are putting water here and we are collecting from the other side. This is packed bed. What is fluidized bed? Fluidized bed is when no water is coming, then it is filled till height h. Fluidized bed are mostly in the upward direction. Okay. Then water is till height h. When more water is coming, then the height of the bed, height of the sand bed or anything will increase to capital H. So here the height of the bed is not constant, height of the filter is not constant. So such kind of bed are called fluidized bed. So this one is plug flow, this one is completely mixed, this one is packed bed, and this one is fluidized bed. So all these four kinds of reactors are there. Okay. So these are called plug flow reactors. The river is associated with plug flow reactor. And what about lake? What kind of system we assume for lake? What can be the correct option if we are talking about lake? Yes, correct. It will be completely mixed. The next question is, which of the following pairs of treatment units and impurities that they are primarily designed to remove? The treatment units and what kind of impurity that they are designed to remove. Please answer this question. So this answer is correct. Your answer option B is correct one. So what happens when a grid chamber is there? Grid chamber, the inorganic particles, sand and silt are considered as inorganic particles. They are removed. Further, the next process is, first is grid chamber, next is always primary sedimentation tank. So primary sedimentation tank will remove the solids. Here the solids can be inorganic or organic. Next process is activated sludge process. When we talk about activated sludge process, it contains bacteria. How it is activated sludge? Activated sludge means bacteria. So what bacteria will consume? Organic matter. So that's why activated sludge process removes organic matter. The last process is disinfection. And yes, disinfection removes pathogens. So the sequence is grid chamber, primary sedimentation tank, activated sludge. Okay, question number 1 answer is plug flow. Okay, so here you understood, right? So question number 2 answer is option B. Please note it down so that I can move forward to the next one. Okay, The next question is, correct the following treatment step is conventional wastewater treatment plant. The correct sequence is, we have done the similar question, the last one, I told you the sequence. So what is the current sequence, the correct sequence here? Think again. Take some more time and think again. The correct option is option number D. So what happens? First, there will be always screening, like big logs, paper, all those things will be removed. Second is inorganic material removal, so grid chamber. Third is primary sedimentation, it removes solid. After that, there will always be some secondary treatment. Okay, and after secondary treatment only, there will be secondary sedimentation tank. So after secondary treatment, what happens? There is always some more suspended in organic particles. Not 100% or 100% organic particles cannot be removed in secondary treatment unit. So there is always some particle left. So that kind of particle is removed in secondary sedimentation. Okay, so that's why secondary sedimentation is kept after the secondary treatment unit. Further, there will be disinfection. So the correct option is option number D. Please note it down. Coming to the next question, excess of nutrient in a surface water body and may result in explosive growth of algae, which is known as, there is excess of nutrients in the water body and it results in excessive growth of algae. This process is known as, the correct answer is eutrophication. We are talking about the process which means excess of nutrients. Excess of nutrients is called eutrophication and it results in explosive growth of algae, which is called algal bloom. So the correct option is eutrophication. Algal bloom is not answer because here look at the question properly. Here we are talking about excess of nutrients in a surface water body. Okay, and may results in a explosive growth of algae, which is known. So here we are specifically talking about when we use these many commas. It is kind of a grammatical question also. When we use these many commas, so we are always referring to the first part of the question. Okay, so that is why it is eutrophication. So the question is pointing to the first part of the question, excess of nutrients in the surface water body. So that is why option B was correct. Okay, because here we are talking about excess of nutrients in the surface water body, which may result in explosive growth of algae, which is known. Kind of to avoid many which, they have put a comma here. So still this part refers to the first part of the question. Okay, that is why. Next question is, purpose of aeration in wastewater is? Why do we aerate wastewater? Kill pathogens, to correct pH, DO in the tank, or BOD removal. Yes, the correct answer is BOD removal. See, what happens sometimes, see, if we are getting some waste water, okay, I'll explain it like this. See, if we have some tank with waste water and DO level is 0, okay, and we have BOD of 300. So however we aerate, whatever we do, the DO will not increase because BOD is already 300. So if we are aerating it for, let's say 1 hour, if we are aerating it for 1 hour, what will be the condition? DO will be 0. And BOD will be 250. If we aerate it again for, let's say 5 hours, DO will be 0 and BOD will be around, let's say maybe 200 or let's say 180. So whatever we do, DO is not changing, right? DO is same, only there is change in BOD. Okay, so we aerate for removing the BOD. So this is kind of ASP process, activated sludge process. Here also aeration is performed. Okay, activated sludge process, we perform aeration for the removal of BOD, for the making the bacteria to survive. Yeah, BOD is the measure of organic matter only. So yes, because we are providing aeration, So the heterotrophic bacteria, the heterotrophic aerobic bacteria, they will grow, and in the same process they will consume organic matter. So that is why BOD is being removed. BOD is the measure of organic matter only in terms of oxygen. So we aerate for the aerobic heterotrophic bacteria to grow, which consumes organic matter. So yes, it does remove organic matter. You understood? Okay, thank you. So aeration is used for the bacteria to survive, for the bacterial growth, which consumes organic matter. So the next question is, which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Very true. Oxidation bond are not natural, they are man-made. Okay? Other things are true. Like we discussed earlier, activated sludge process, aeration is provided. Trickling filter is attached growth system, means the one we discussed earlier, right? What kind of reactor? A fixed bagged, packed bagged reactor. And channels of grid chamber are made in terms of proportional wear. So oxidation pond is not a natural wetland. The next question is, the correct sequence of the biofilm life cycle is? What can be the correct sequence? Option 1 and option form. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So both of these options are correct. Bacterial attachment, microcolony formation, biofilm maturation, and bacterial detachment. Yeah. Option 1 and 4 are similar. Yeah. The next question is, which of the following statement is false? All the options are correct. Okay. DBPs are carcinogenic, irritant, mutagenic, and tetragenic. May also increase antimicrobial resistance. That option is correct. Endolithic communities live inside rock and responsible for biodeterioration. C option is also correct, as many of you have said. Sulfate reducing bacteria and sewage reduces sulfate and oxidizes the metal pipes, resulting in metal corrosion. And intermediate omic biomarkers are captured in the analysis of transcriptome, the epidome and proteome, epigenome and proteome. No. In such questions, then you can see what happens. No, sometimes when you see the questions in the assignment, sometimes at that time you have to choose one answer, right? You have to choose one. But when the NPTEL team analyzes the answer and they find, okay, many complaints are coming that all of the options are correct, then they will give you the marks. So this was that kind of question. This came in 2023 assignment, this question. So similar thing happened when student complained and we also analyzed, then we gave marks to all of them. So because they will ask you to choose one, then you have to choose one. You choose one, but eventually you will get marks. The next question is, which are the following pairs of advanced treatment process and their intended reuse? Yes, you will get the marks even if you choose a wrong answer. But the thing is, you have to complain in the portal. There is one portal, right? Okay. Some of you, like, if no one is complaining, then the team will not know if the answer is correct, if answer is correct or wrong. So anyone, at least one student has to complain. So whenever you see a wrong answer, just complain in the portal. Okay, if one student will complain, then only the NPTEL team will check. At least one person should complain. So what is the answer of this question? Yes. That is the portal. You can ask your doubts there. So you can also mark your question. At the end of session, I can show you also where the portal is. Like, I can try now. Oh, I have not logged it. I know, I don't know why it's not working right now. I'll check and let you know. Okay, for now, let's talk about this question. I'll check and let you know. So the correct answer for this question is option number B, as you have told. Okay. So please note it down so that we can move forward to the next one. The next question is, which of one of the following statement is false about exposome? People are giving all the options. So the correct option is option number B. The incorrect, the false option is, it overlaps general external environment and specific external environment. So option B is the one which is false. Other things are true. Please note it down so that we can move forward to the next one. Oh, is the screen not visible? Okay. I'll share again. Okay, okay. Oh, I didn't see your question. So, actually, when we talk about exposome, it represents internal, it is not just the overlap between general and specific external environment. It it talks about all the lifelong history, which makes up the inside also. That is why. It is not just the overlap. Okay. And when we say general external environment, it also includes specific external environment, right? So there is no overlap. When we say general, already it include specific. So that is why that statement is false. Okay, the thing is it incorporates external as well as internal factors, not just external. Move it forward to the next one. So this is all this thing were kind of part A of the week 8. Now comes the part B. Okay, so the part B is, which of the following is not a common method of treating wastewater? It is not a common method. Physical, chemical, biological or thermal? So for treatment of what thermal method is mostly used? If we want to treat something, if not water, then what? We can use the thermal treatment. See, physical treatment is common. What is aeration? Aeration is physical treatment only. And chemical treatment, we are adding aram and all, so that is chemical treatment. Biological treatment, yes, ASP process, SBR process. Thermal treatment is not commonly used. So where do we use thermal treatment? Where do we mostly use thermal treatment? So thermal treatment is basically used for the removal or reduction of solid waste. You might have seen many incinerators, right? For the disposal of sanitary waste, sanitary napkins, as well as the diapers and all, we use incinerator. And for in many countries also they use incinerator. So that is what? Nothing but thermal treatment. So for the reduction of solid waste, people use thermal treatment. So this is common in solid waste management but not in wastewater. Next question is, which of the following is not a function of microorganisms in the wastewater treatment? Very true. It is not used for the filtration of solids. Other process, microorganisms are used. So what is used for the filtration of solid? What is the unit that we use in wastewater treatment plant for the filtration of solid? What is the name of the unit? Tell me. Name of the unit that is used for the removal of solids in wastewater treatment. Membrane filtration, correct? Another thing is screening. Next question is, match the following. The correct option is option number C. Grit chamber is used for the removal of sand and gravels, yes. Extended air aeration works well with low strength wastewater. And primary sedimentation tank, see, extended aeration is kind of secondary treatment, okay. Primary sedimentation tank is used for the removal of suspended solids, as we have discussed earlier. And the fourth option, tertiary treatment, is used, is used for the removal of nitrogen and phosphorus. Basically, tertiary treatment, when we do now, we try to recover nitrogen and phosphorus. So aeration tank is kind of a big tank with lots of battens. So when the strength of wastewater is really low, the bacteria won't be able to work properly. So that is why we use it for extended aeration, so that we provide more and more aeration for the bacteria to grow. So that is used for low strength sewage. Please note this down. We'll move forward to the next one. The next question is, this is a numerical question. A 100 ml wastewater sample is diluted to 500 ml in a BOD bottle using distilled water. After 5 days of incubation at 20 degrees Celsius, the initial and final dissolved oxygen concentration were 5 mg and 3 mg. What is BOD 5 of the wastewater? We have the BOD values, and we have the DO values of the first and fifth day, and we have the dilution factor. What is the BOD? What can be the answer of this question? Takes 5 minutes and solve it. is a very simple question, just subtraction and a multiplication with the dilution factor. Okay. Other people, what answer you are getting? The correct option is option C. It is very simple. Just BOD of 0th day. Okay, I'll tell you. Nothing, just DO of first day minus DO of fifth day multiplied by dilution factor. So just simple, 9 minus 3 multiplied by dilution factor is nothing, just 500 divided by 100. Answer is 6 into 5, which is 30. So very simple. Right? Please note it down. We'll move forward to the next one. towards next question. Okay. Yeah. The tertiary treatment in wastewater treatment involves. We're talking about tertiary treatment. It is used for the removal of special pollutants. So correct option is the last one, option B and C. Okay, so it is used for the removal of nutrients like we know earlier, like nitrate and phosphate, and it is used for the removal of persistent contaminants. The contaminants which are not removed in the conventional second degree treatment, they are being removed in the tertiary treatment. So the option B and C is correct. The next question is, which of the following organisms are involved in biological phosphorus removal process? So the correct option is, of course, option A, polyphosphate accumulating organisms and glycogen accumulating organisms. the next question is, what is the significance of anaerobic zone in the E, EBPR process? And what is full form of EBPR process? The correct answer is option number D. Phosphorus accumulating organism assimilate volatile fatty acids and produces polyhydroxybutyrate storage product. And what is full form of EBPR? What is full form of EBPR? The full form is extended biological phosphorus removal. Extended biological phosphorus removal process. Very simple. The next question is, which of the following is not considered part of exposome? The correct answer is genetic factor, option number D. Because those are environmental, internal and external factors, which can be chemical, biological and physical, not genetic. Which of the following statement is are true and false? Statement A and statement B. Yes, option D is correct. Both A and B are true. The last question of the session is, which of the following is a primary building block of protein? Correct option is amino acid, that is option number C. So that is all for today. I'll wait for still some time. Okay, in case of any doubts you guys are having. Okay, other people can leave. Thank you everyone. Just give me some time, I can tell you. Some login problem is happening in my system. Here, this Q&A session, right? You can see. Okay, this part, Q&A session. You can see, right? So here you have to go Q&A session you have to go, then you will move here. Okay, then you can simply join the group, join group like this. Then you can simply start a new conversation here. Type new conversation. See, like this people have done. In question, I have a question when there is happening in this video, like this. Okay, like this. Huh? I hope you understood. Thank you very much.